10 a.m. Santa's coming to town.
Santa! Oh my God!
Hey, what is going on, folks? I'm back with another video. It's another Star Wars video, but it's different from the last few Star Wars videos that I've been posting, and it's more of like a collection type of deal. So I was digging in my bins, and I was looking for some other things to post on my Instagram, trying to think of like a creative photo to I don't know, just to showcase some of my newer skills that I'm trying to use. I don't know where I'm going with this, but here's a bunch of 3.75 inch Star Wars action figures that I have. A lot of them that I've had over the years, I just sold after the 6-inch line Black Series came out. And after watching The Last Jedi, I was really in this like contemplation mode, like, damn, I got rid of all those figures and now I'm starting to regret it. So these are, I guess, the last of my 3.75 inch figures. I didn't really collect them extensively. I mean, the majority of my collection is Ninja Turtles and X-Men and, scattered Transformers here and there. Lately, my biggest thing is like the WWE Elite wrestling figures. Those are great. So throughout the years, I've just picked up here and there some 3.75 inch figures. So I guess the similar theme, or the theme that is shared amongst these few figures, is that the articulation is really great on these. Like this Darth Vader right here. I think this one came out in 2001. Kept the, oh no, okay, so the rubber band came off, but alright, bad news, guys. So the rubber band piece that I was using to keep Darth Vader's lightsaber in his hand just snapped. So I don't know what I'm gonna do as far as keeping that lightsaber in his hand. Might have to find another rubber band piece, but oh well. Let's take a look at this Darth Vader. The reason why I've kept them for so many years, and I think this came out as the Revenge of the Sith was coming out, and they were really, there was a shift in attitudes for like the action figures. So no longer was there people preferring like play action features in action figures. They wanted more articulation and the options of posing your action figures in the poses that you wanted. And this was along that same line. And I was actually lucky to benefit from that line, because this has a lot of good articulation. So the head moves left to right, no up and down movement. There's no side movement for the arm, but it does have this elbow swivel that is diagonal, which is interesting. Then it has, you could turn the wrist 360. And then he does have, I think he has a waist swivel, which is nice. Then he can move up and down. And then he has double jointed knees. So he could, 360, could move up and down. And then he could, 360 there. You can do the same thing with these guys too. The elbows all the way. You could turn it. And then it also has this nice fabric, which I'm a fan of. I say that all the action figures that require capes, they should have the fabric capes. Alright, so I am pretty bummed that the rubber band piece fell off or snapped, so I don't know how I'm gonna, because this doesn't stay on so well. See, look at that, it doesn't, there's nothing in there, there's no groove in that hand that would allow him to keep that in there. But I will say this though, it is a very nice looking action figure. Look at that head sculpt, it's really nice. Really nice, and I like that there's a silver sparkly string that is holding his cape onto the figure. I think that's really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that back there. Hopefully he stands so he can stay in the shot. Alright, so with my Darth Vader, I got these pieces, and this is from Empire Strikes Back. I think these pieces were from Power of the Force. Don't quote me on that, because my knowledge on Transformers toys, I can't believe I said Transformers toys. Star Wars toys is not that great. But what is great is this diorama piece. And it's made to break in half. And this is the scene where Darth Vader was fighting Luke Skywalker on the bridge, and I think Luke ducks, and he slices these pipes with his lightsaber. So you see that there, these pipes attached to there, and then there's another piece right there that attaches to this, I believe. I want to say it does. Yes, it does. Okay. And so the only problem is the top piece is, see how it's leaning? I'm going to readjust my camera here. See, it's how it's leaning. A lot of the weight is distributed up top. So you say you take the lightsaber, it just takes the whole thing out, but it does slice in half, so I guess, you know, it's a successful piece. Alright, so my other 3.75 inch figure is this Han Solo, which he's not in the shot, but he is now. And so this is where he gets caught, and he's about to be lowered and frozen into carbonite. I want to say, was it this one? Actually, it might not be. This might be the yeah, you know what? I'm not sure. It might be the yeah, okay. So this is probably the one when he's about to be frozen into carbonite. I should have really done my research before I did this video. But whatever. I do have his blaster though. That fact is what I will get right out of this video. His blaster. So really cool figure. I love the jacket on this figure. Like, if I could buy this jacket in real life, I would. I think it is a really awesome jacket. And if you guys know where I can, buy a jacket like this. I mean, it looks like a pilot's jacket or mixed with like a bomber jacket. It's really nice. I'm cool on the pants. I probably won't. Yeah, that's not my style, but the jacket is really awesome. I would purchase that if it was available in real life. The articulation is similar to the Darth Vader figure in that it's exactly like. I mean, you can move the head left to right. This one you could actually move it up and down, and there's no helmet hindering the articulation for the arms. The extra articulation is that you can move it to the side like that, so you could have it outstretched. And the articulation is really nice on this figure. Just for this small action figure, it's really nice. You can move the elbows, single jointed, so you could move it to about 90. That's as best as you can go. So you can turn it 360, as you can also do that with the wrist. Same thing with both arms. I like to wield the gun on the left hand. I know he doesn't wield it on the left, but I like to wield it on the left because I am also left-handed. Hopefully I don't break his blaster. There you go. It's a bit loose, but it'll make do. Okay, that's not going to work. Alright. Thought I could revision Han Solo the way I wanted to, but he was not cooperating. There's also an ab crunch on here. If you can see that line right there, there's a nice ab crunch right there. And you can't get that much. Can't get that much of a crunch. But, I mean, just having the option there is nice. There's no no hip swivel. It's all in the torso. And I think it is the ab crunch swivel. I think that's on the string pulley, so you want to be careful with that. You don't want to break the string. I don't think you could do the splits. You could only move his legs up and down, front to back. Then the knee is on a ball joint, so you can do this type of pose, which looks like his leg is broken, and then you can move it all the way back to 90, and then you can go 360 with it too. Sorry for the lighting on this too. You can go 360, and that's nice. Let's see if I can get him to stand. Maybe not. No, let's see. Let's see here. Let's try to play with this. Time to put in some work. There you go. I did it. Okay. Alright. So, last but not least, but definitely the most popular, or what I perceive to be the most popular out of these three figures, would be this Boba Fett. And that is a nice Boba Fett. I mean, it has a fabric cape. Do I put it over or do I put it under? Let me know. I don't know. Then it sticks out like that. I don't want it to stick out like that. I'm just going to put it under. There you go. Alright. Yeah, with his earth tone Mandalorian armor. The most fashionable of all Mandalorians. And ironically, uh, uh, excuse me, sorry. Ironically, olive color is very trendy right now. Actually, it was very trendy in 2017. I don't know what it's going to be like in 2018, but that much I do know about fashion. And I do know that earth tones are in, so I don't think I was, it was a joke on my part, but some truth to that. Some truth to that. The articulation on this guy is really nice. It's similar to these other two figures in that you have the joints, that can turn, swivel. I'm not going to really explain it to you because I explained it like the last two, but the shoulder pads do hinder the articulation on this Boba Fett, as you can see there. Let's see right there too. The detailing on this figure is really nice. As you can see, I have a rubber band, and that's stock. I've never removed it because it's a pain to put back on, and as you can see from earlier in the video, it's snapped off. Like the one that I had for Darth Vader snapped off, so I'm not going to mess with this. But as far as this figure goes, it is a really nice, like, articulated figure. Very nice detailed. I love the paint. It's held up pretty well for the last, I'd say, 15 years. I think I got this in 2001, 2002. Actually, when did Revenge of the Sith come out? Maybe, was it 2003? I'm not sure. But this is a nice figure. Actually, you know what? It could have been 2009. I don't know. All the years are just jumbled up in my head. Like, I should really do some research before I do these videos. But yeah, I just come out here and I freestyle everything I do. But as you can tell, I mean, I really like this figure. It's, I came close to selling these three figures maybe about a year ago, and there have been many times where I was thinking about selling these figures, but out of all my 3.75 inch Star Wars figures, and I want to tell you, none of them have been original. All of them have been the retro figures. I would say post 2002. That's all my 3.75 inch figures of Star Wars. I think I've gained or acquired over the years. I think I've acquired over 50 figures, and out of all of those 50 figures, I sold the majority of them, and so these three are remaining. And the reason why I haven't picked up any more 3.75 inch figures is because I'm a big fan of the 6-inch Black Series. I think that is more along my speed. These figures are great, but they're way too small for me. I didn't grow up in the era where these ruled, and these were predominantly the preferred size of the industry. So I love these figures. I'll probably never sell these figures, but as far as my 3.75 inch collection of my Star Wars, this is going to be the extent of it. And this is all I really need. I mean, the articulation on these guys are great. I feel like, and this is where I always debate with myself, is like, less is more, and I'll be able to appreciate these three action figures more, and it'll, I won't, if I purchase more, I probably won't be able to appreciate these on the same level because I'll have more, and then all the appreciation will be divided or whatever. And then I just think about my other action figures, and what if I did the same thing, which I always do. I sell and then I buy, sell and I buy, and it's always debating conflict of like a collector. But yeah, this is my 3.75 inch Star Wars action figures. Sorry for going on a tangent, but what I will say though is that I do have more 3.75 inch figures that I will do a video for, so I will just preview that if I could get this to stand. And this is my way of saying thank you for staying till the end of the video. If you have stayed till the end of the video. And so I've got quite a few. There you go. I don't know, do these count as 3.75 inch? Maybe not. But I mean, I got some retro Joes, and hey, look, there's a vintage Ghostbuster. I love this figure. I love this Warpath, X-Force Warpath. And so there is some incentive to keep these, because I could create my own imaginative universe for these particular figures, and they're stuck in that particular universe. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with this, but here you go. Please look, I hope you guys look forward to, other videos, including the 3.75 inch scale. I probably am. Oh, one other thing too. So, since these are lower scale, I've got this from Luke's Toy Store, and if you guys are familiar with Mini-Mates, that store offers a lot of great selections with Mini-Mates, and then they also offer cardboard dioramas, and this led me to a big inspiration. And this also holds up well with the 3.75 inch line. But I wanted to do something on a grander scale, so I got a box, and this is a box of eye drops that I picked up from Walmart, and I taped over it with painter's tape to reinforce the ends so it doesn't open up, and to make it a little more sturdy. And so what I'm going to do is, also there's one other step. So after I taped it on there, I super glued the ends so it could stay on there, so the adhesive is much stronger. And so after this, after it's all cured, I'm going to paint it like this. So I'm also going to try to get into dioramas, here and there. But yeah, that's what's on the agenda. So thanks for watching. See you guys later. Merry Christmas. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.